Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope Logan slams the thickets on passion with Carter Walton. Rich Forrester has a disclosure plus. Deacon Sharp and Brooke Logan bond while agitating Hope's love life. Carter says all he thinks about is her. They madly make out and rip each other's clothes off. Also, Hope says they should stop and pushes Carter down. At Il Giardino, Cleric checks over a delivery, also goes back over to Brooke. Deacon wants Brooke to quality control some treats. Cleric and Brooke talk about Carter saving Hope's line. Brooke has no way seen Carter weigh in so passionately about a fashion line. As Brooke tries to explain, Cleric reasons Carter is seeing Hope in a new light. Brooke smiles as she takes a bite of Kate. Ridge walks into the office as Steffy Forrester Finnegan is belting up a call. Steffy explains that the line has been floundering, but the coming collection is going to be inconceivable. Steffy ends the call by getting a rejection. Carter and Hope breathe heavily. As Carter kisses Hope's neck, she tells him they should end. Carter replies they could. They make out again. Steffy and Ridge debate about Hope for the future. Steffy says that if it were anyone differently, the line would have been shut down a long time ago. Steffy explains that their pious buyers are induced. Brooke explains Carter and Hope have admired and respected each other for times. Brooke says Carter generally puts Forrester creations first. This time Carter put Hope first. Brooke and Deacon talk about the risk on Hope recently. Cleric offers to give Steffy a piece of his mind. Brooke tells him no. Cleric is thankful Carter is looking out for Hope. Steffy is trying to be realistic. Ridge suggests it's particular. Steffy justifies it and talks about Hope kissing John Finnegan. Steffy and forgive and forget. Ridge reminds Steffy that the business isn't about Hope. It's about Hope for the future, the line. Steffy says the buyers are bailing on them. Ridge says effects will bounce back after the leaves. Steffy is induced. Ridge suggests the line get cut also. Steffy reasons she can't because the Logan family will take it as a particular attack on Hope. Steffy brings up how Brooke will reply if Hope's line is cut. Brooke is glad they can talk like this now. Cleric has changed for the better. Brooke doesn't understand why Deacon married Sheila Carter Sharp. Cleric redirects the converse to helping Hope. Cleric gushes about Carter standing up for Hope. Now, if we can just find a man just like that for Hope's particular life. Brooke wholeheartedly agrees. Carter's heart is contending. Carter hasn't felt this alive in a long time. Carter has been allowing about Hope for quite some time. Carter tells Hope he can give her everything she needs and everything she desires. Rich thinks Brooke will understand. Rich thinks Brooke will get it if she sees the figures. Steffy says it's the Logans we're talking about. Ridge reasons the Forrester family does the same thing. Steffy counters that the Forresters enjoy the company, the Logans do'n't. Also, Steffy says that Hope's identity is wrapped up in her line. Steffy suggests that if the line goes, also a part of Hope does too. Steffy tells Ridge that it'll be really hard on Hope. Steffy looks slightly humane. Ridge brings up that Steffy is the bone. That gave Hope an alternate chance. Steffy wants Ridge to remind Hope and Brooke of that. Steffy doesn't see the line surviving. Brooke brings up Liam Spencer and Hope. Cleric has grown fond of Liam and his love for tofu. Still, Deacon doesn't like that Liam bounced between Hope and Steffy so much. Cleric compares it to Ridge bouncing between Brooke and Taylor. Hayes' talk goes back to Lope. Brooke thinks it's more complicated than Cleric is making it sound. Brooke adds that Hope hurt Liam too. Brooke reminds Cleric of Hope kissing Thomas Forrester. Brooke eventually says she just wants the coming man in Hope's life to be everything she ever wanted in a mate. Carter and Hope gawk into each other's eyes. Carter is smitten. Hope looks uncertain and equivocal, but isn't backing down moreover. Cleric suggests they play matchmaker. Deacon wants Hope to be happy. Hope is happy, Brooke says. Deacon thinks Hope could be happier. Brooke credits Carter. Deacon wants to pick up the tab for Carter's coming regale with his riddle lady. Brooke tells Deacon that many months ago, Carter would have dined with Katie. These days Brooke isn't so sure. Ridge and Steffy continue mooting about HFTF. Ridge wants to simply wow the buyers with a glowing new collection. Steffy asks what if the coming collection falls flat? Steffy says they need to make a change. Ridge furrows his brow and bites his lip, also says he knows. Ridge wonders what Carter was doing if HFTF is this bad. Steffy is just as puzzled. Hope wants Carter to. Hope says Carter is incredibly sexy, smart, kind and minding. Hope appreciates what Carter did for her line, but there's a lot up in the air. Hope addresses about her disastrous loves and interdicted kisses. Carter says he's none of those men. Hope brings up Katie. Carter laughs and says it's over. Carter also says what he felt for Katie is nothing like what he feels for Hope. After a moment, Hope says she needs to be conservative with her heart. Hope wants to take effects sluggishly and it has to remain a secret. Carter answers by kissing Hope. They start making out again. Hope Logan fantasizes about Carter Walton when Brooke Logan interrupts Hope's wool gathering. She suspects a man is involved but might be wrong about who. Plus, Carter baffles Steffy Forrester Finnegan with a jewelry advertisement. Keep reading to find out what's coming up in the coming occasion of the CBS cleaner pieces. Hope will visualize about Carter. Hope was the bone that told Carter that they need to take it slow. Hope claims she demanded to be conservative with her heart. Still, Hope sounded nervous and doubtful about being with Carter privately. Hope must be leaning more into the idea of being with Carter. Hope will visualize about Carter when Brooke suddenly walks in the door. Hope is Brooke's son, and they know each other enough well. So while Hope could cover with others about her studies, she ain't with Brooke. Now when Brooke interrupts Hope's fantasy, she'll guess it has commodity to do with a Joe. Unexpectedly, No Bone has figured that Hope and Carter have commodity going on. That should have been egregious by Carter uncharacteristically campaigning for Hope and her fashion line. In any case, Brooke might worry that Hope is featuring about John Finnegan again. Brooke might indeed hope that it's Liam Spencer on Hope's mind. While Hope swore Carter to secretiveness, will she tell her mama the verity? Carter suddenly comes by and declares he invited Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester to pitch a jewelry line. Ivy and Electra are coming all the way from Australia. Carter's advertisement comes right after he demanded Forrester Creations gamble coffers and plutocrat at Hope's line when it's formerly underperforming. Steffy was just talking to Ridge Forrester about Carter's symptomatic jest. Steffy might not indeed want to speak with Ivy and Electra about the jewelry line. Steffy will reason that the company doesn't have the time, plutocrat, or coffers to support another line right now. More importantly, Steffy might question why Carter took it upon himself to invite Ivy and Electra without talking to her first. Indeed, though Carter is considered family, he could be going too far. Forrester Creations' most precious hand could be on his way out the door. Carter and Steffy butt heads when he announces his new plans for Forrester Creations. Carter tells Steffy he invited her cousins to pitch a new jewelry line, and she isn't thrilled. Hope, meanwhile, is lost by daydreams about her night with Carter. Stay tuned for all the love and drama. Carter is stepping up at Forrester Creations. No longer sitting still in the background scraping figures, Carter is coming forward with creative ideas. His first plan is to invite Forrester women Ivy and newbie Electra to design a jewelry line. Most probably, this is to support Hope's floundering line. Hope for the future. Unfortunately, Steffy isn't pleased to hear of this new collaboration. She may be confused about why Carter is investing so important energy into HFTF. Steffy may also not want her kinsman Ivy back in the pack at Forrester. Rather of seeing Ivy and Electra as implicit new abettors and fresh gift, Steffy doesn't want to hear about it. In the history, Carter remitted to Steffy. Now that he's sleeping with Hope, he's getting further bold. Carter doesn't back down when Steffy gives her undressed studies about the jewelry line. Can he move her to review her snap judgment? Carter has clearly left in print on Hope. After their amorous night together, Hope is replaying all the moments in her mind. Brooke catches Hope lost in study and gets suspicious. She's presumably spooked that Hope is featuring about Finnegan. Little does Brooke know that Hope has embarked on a new love with a fully available man. Of course, with Hope acting like a snip, Brooke may find out about this new liaison veritably soon. Will Brooke get behind this new occasion for love for Hope?